Three. Quaker Kid
Whoa.
Productions. That's an earthquake. Oh shit! What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, yo, Quaker Kid Productions. We're up here a little bit early tonight, coming in with an interview. We got Matt Raitt from Growers, the band. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it. These guys are sick. Like, I'm telling you, he's a guitarist there. We're doing an interview tonight. In case you don't know what it is, 20scene.com. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? This is an interview we like to do for the website, and we're a culture media website, based on print media, zines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Music editorials, cartoons, stuff like that, and we do like live interviews that portions of this are gonna end up on the web series 20 Scene Tube. Check all that stuff out. QKP Media, 20 Scene Tube. We're all on YouTube. Instagram at Quaker Kid Productions. Yeah. Let's get right into it, though. So, yeah, like I said, Matt Raitt from Growers Band. They are like Toronto boys, and yeah. So like Matt, like what? Why don't you tell us a bit about Growers, like how you guys started and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us on your show here. Appreciate it. Happy to talk about some of the band's accomplishments and whatnot. So,
Right on.
yeah, we just formed in 2019. I like knew Charlie, our singer, through just like going to some shows and seeing him perform. And my brother plays drums in the band. Obviously, knew each other for our whole lives, and so we just pursued Charlie as a singer and asked him if he wanted us to start a new band, and he was down. And then we had another bass player, Cam, who was playing with us for a long time, but he just moved to Vancouver, so we got a couple of new guys in the band, a new bass player, a new rhythm guitar player,
Mm.
and yeah, things are working out pretty well.
Right on. So like Family Reunion was a band that you had just before Growers, right? Like that was what you were playing in with your
Um,
brother. Like I read a little bit about them.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like we were basically gonna be forming a new band. We played in another band that was called Chuckline Rider, and after
Ah,
that band finished, we started just basically a new project. And kind of the working title for that project was the Family Reunion. And then as that progressed, and then we met Charlie and started rehearsing with him, we
sick.
changed the name just to Growers, and it's Growers now.
Okay, yeah, cool, cool. And yeah, like you guys are a really neat band. Like I like all of the work that you've done and stuff like that. Like all your music videos are super sick, and like it's just like good vibes on your end, and it makes me wonder a little bit about like you like as a person, like Matt. What is there? Anything you can tell us about you yourself, like just like outside of like the music world, like.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a lot of work like towards the band, obviously. So like I've taken on a lot of the like kind of managerial like aspects of the band. So like some of the booking, and like we coordinating the logo and like yeah, like some of that stuff. Just a lot of like emails and things like that. It feels like every band has to have like kind of a business type person to like lead the way with those things, to make things happen. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't know. Like I just work like a service job, just try to make enough money just to go back to the studio and
Sick.
do more music.
Yeah, that's good. Down to earth, man. That's what. Yeah, like I was just wondering a little bit about. Yeah, like you guys seem cool. I figured, you're probably just working boys, and you know what I'm saying, like plugging away, putting your own, push behind all of this and stuff like that. But I know you guys did come across some funding, though, interestingly enough, from when you killed a serious battle of the bands, like and I think that the money went to the album Rock Hard.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, absolutely. We
yeah.
did. We did like a battle of the bands. I think it was when we first started playing together in 2019, and that was hosted at the supermarket. And yeah, I think the prize for the winner was some studio was to go to the studio for I think it was like 2 days. So we just did 2 songs, basically like a song a day at the studio, and then that kind of got us off the ground with like some decent like music, for people to listen to when they see us live. And then we actually got some more funding from 102.1 The Edge, like last or 2 summers ago in 2020, I think. We won 2,000 from their summer song contest as the I think it was the fan favorite vote. So
Sick.
that was like a larger chunk of money that did go right to the Rock Hard release.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. And was that like your favorite show, that Battle of the Bands, or are there any other like memorable ones?
That was a great show for sure. I mean, we were really high energy. Most of our shows are pretty high energy. Like we really try to put a lot of like emphasis on the like live performance and like getting people involved and like having like the music's pretty up, like so people dance or like mosh around.
Sick.
I want to say like some of our like best shows. We played some pretty sweet shows at the Cameron House on Queen Street. That's a pretty small venue. That was like when we were starting out. But we're going to be playing at the Alma Combo on December 4th.
Yeah.
The basement stage there. So I'm really looking forward to that one because it'll be kind of it is our first sold out show, first show back with like no restrictions. We played at the Horseshoe with some restrictions, but this will be our first unrestricted show back.
Right on, dude. And I'm super stoked on that. Like that's awesome. And that venue like coming back into the scene and stuff like that with like more than one stage, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. It's I've been inside just to take a look at the restoration, and it's really really nice in there now.
Sick. So okay, this one is gonna be on the 20 scene tube. But yeah, February 27th, 2020, you played a show with Vicky Gilmore Band, the Hex. It was in the back room of the venue, the Piston. Yeah, what was that show like for growers? What? Tell me
Yeah,
about it.
that was a pretty cool show. That was my first time playing at the Piston, and it's a pretty intimate venue. And their staff there is super nice. It's just a really good vibe and a really good place, I thought. So we had a pretty good performance, and yeah, the other bands as well, like Vicky and Hex. They're really great artists. So everyone really had a good sets and good vibes all around from the crowd. And then I think we all stuck around after, had some drinks and just had a good time. Like like I said, it's a really fun bar.
How did you guys find out about that show?
Well, I think we coordinated it actually.
Oh, okay.
So we like reached out to those bands and had them play, and then we kind of did like a little like headlining type spot. So we've been doing a couple like shows like that. We'll try to coordinate the booking so that we can kind of build the night around our band and like build the name in the Toronto scene a bit more if we can.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, you guys sort of do like promotion too, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every band to some degree, or a lot has to do. They have to do some like promoting and reaching out to venues and doing all that managerial stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Um, any any interesting or wild out grower stories? Like, is there some memorable stuff for you? I know you guys like to have fun, right? Like, just going through your Instagram, it's like, like I imagine there's some fun stories you guys had or something like that.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Like we definitely like to keep it pretty light. You can just tell from like the content. We're pretty like we like to joke around a lot, and like that comes across just in our music and the live performances and everything. But we had a really good time when we went. We recorded at Happy Hippie Studios. It's just north of the city in King City,
Hmm.
and so it's about an hour out of the city. So we stayed at an Airbnb and. Yeah, just it was like a really crappy Airbnb. It was like a man that was like pretty unfinished, with like two double beds that were like sharing between four guys, right? So we just bought like I think we bought like a bottle of Jameson and like some Solo cups and just sat down on the floor and watched Pop Star. I think we watched that movie with Andy Samberg and the guys from like Lonely Island.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, that's like I like to hear that. Yeah, like everybody has those sorts of stories where it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just like crammed into a room on a fucking, tour or like recording or something like that. Just really sort of, you know what I'm saying? Doing the legwork and whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
and
It's
then
a good
like,
time.
yeah, that's
It's fun to just spend some quality time with the lads in the band, you know?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I know you guys dig bands like Alexis on Fire. Can you list some like other Ontario bands that influence growers, or like are there any shout outs you want to make to any of your fellow local bands, that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say like probably one of our biggest influences is Billy Talent. And they'd be
Mm.
obviously from Toronto. There everyone or a lot of people like who are in their mid 20s now. Grew up on like Billy Talent 2. 1, 2, and 3 are they're massive albums. Like you can probably name a lot of songs off there. So we used to cover some of their music as well, and we covered Alexis on Fire as well. We covered Young Cardinals, a couple of our early shows,
Sick.
and Charlie can really do that, like the screaming, the dirty vocals pretty well. So it's pretty sweet to see live. Like it really gets everyone going. So that's why we incorporate Alexis on Fire and Billy Talent as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man. Like those are two bands that I seriously enjoy. So yeah, like and yeah, like I feel like they kind of like blazed a path that you guys are kind of like now walking on, sort of thing, right? Like, but
Yeah, for sure.
such is the same for a lot of Ontario bands for sure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's cool. You don't hear a lot of the like scream vocal happening a lot in Toronto from like local Toronto bands very much. So it's kind of something that I always thought would give us an edge.
yeah, yeah, and so there's like I guess moving right along, I want to talk about some of my favorite songs by you guys, and like My Obsession and Hot Anxiety are like two of my favorite growers tracks. Like those are sick. Like, and could you tell
Thank
me
you.
about the process you went through with the one or two of those tracks, like one or both?
Yeah, actually, those two tracks happen to both be written by our singer Charlie. Like we do like a lot of collaborative like songwriting. Like I write a lot with Chris, who plays drums, and my brother, and Charlie also writes. And so yeah, those two happen to be written by Charlie, but like I helped a lot with like the music, some of like the guitar parts. So he came to me for Hot Anxiety, like basically with the guitar riff. In that case, he had the guitar riff and like the melody, and I think I just added the part where it's like the outro. It's kind of a super heavy, like Rage Against the Machine sounding riff. It happens
Mm.
like after the chorus and then in the very end of the song. So it's kind of a collaborative effort in that sense where he's got like the majority of the song written, but needs kind of like some aspect of it to like finish it or to like just kind of bring it to a close or make it longer.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that often the dynamic? You and Charlie sort of sparking these ideas?
yeah, like a lot of the time, like I'd say like Charlie's gonna write like on his own and come to me with like a song, like a melody, an idea, and like music, which is really nice. And I do the same. Like I'll try to write like a chorus, with like maybe like an idea for like a verse and like a pre-chorus, but it's pretty loose. And like I'll work with Chris on the lyrics and like some of the songs that he's written as well, and then we'll take those songs and like all three of us will get together and sit down and like hash out what we want to do for like the next recording project.
Cool, cool. Yeah, man. Like, uh, and yeah, like I guess moving right along here, we got you know obviously I like to ask this one often is like, do you guys have any future plans right now? Like anything exciting you want to share with us?
Well, we just dropped that music video for Electrifier, so that was kind
Mm.
of what we've been building up to over the last little bit. We went to like Ottawa in October to shoot this thing, and it was like kind of a horror type concept. So it was like out in the middle of the woods, and like we shot it in like a weekend. It was pretty fun to do, and then edited it over like the course of a month, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, it's finally out, and so we're really happy with how it turned out. But what's next in terms of like from now? Because that just dropped a couple days ago, probably today. Actually, we went and we were basically like just storyboarding like a new music video for My Obsession. So we've got three music videos for one for. So there's four songs on the EP. There's three of those songs have music videos, and so this last one would be like you complete the whole album, so everything's got like a music video for it. So that's what we were planning today.
Sweet. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, like and yeah, like it's awesome that you guys are like, getting the kind of reception you get, you know what I'm saying? Like at the show at the Piston, like yeah, there was tons of your fans there, and like I saw with this Cambo show, like friggin' pretty quickly there was like over 100 people like going on the event page. I was like, yo, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, straight up. Like those, we actually we were going to be playing at the Cameron House.
Yeah,
Before that.
how'd the switch up happen there?
So yeah, we basically we were like happy that it sold out. It was like I think the capacity in the back room is pretty small. Like it's a small place, so it was like
Oh,
70 people that were going to be coming to the show, which is like it's good. I was happy that they sold out, but we had a lot more demand for tickets. So we ended up like one of the other members of one of the other bands like reached out to some of the management at the Elma Combo and was just asking around to see if we might be able to secure like a larger venue for the same date so that we can, nothing would be changed. It would just be more accommodating to more people. And they ended up being able to secure the basement stage, the lemon stage. The main stage was already occupied, but
yeah.
the basement stage is still really sweet. Like I've been down there. It's really really nice area. It's really open. 200 people will be easily fit in there. There's a nice bar. Stage. Just the setup is really good. So yeah, like it just like we ended up just having to try to source like other acts to fill the Cameron House spot, and it seems from what I've been told it's being handled. So yeah, like a
Right
pretty
on.
seamless switch.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's the kind of like, yeah, resilience you got to have in the music industry, and I think you guys sort of you roll with it, you know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do. You get out there and play, and that's really fucking good. Like one last question, I guess we're really ahead of time. Like but I know you do have to get going. Um but yeah, like did you get a chance to check out 20scene.com? Like this is your chance to air out your host Peanut Butter over here. Tell me what it is. Like was there like if you checked it out, like did you get a chance?
No, like I'm just gonna check it out right now. I was pretty busy this afternoon. Like I said, we were whoops, we were doing the like storyboarding for the video.
Yeah.
So that's just one thing. But what's the website called?
20scene.com. Check that shit out.
All right, I have it right here.
Yeah, like if you go to the video section, you guys are in there on February
Let's
26th.
take a
Um,
look.
there should be like a video that it says peanut butter on the picture sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's like live. Is it live? It's live footage.
yeah, it's live footage. And then there's like click through to the link. Like you see the button on the bottom of the video.
Is it Feb 27th?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull it up. I have it here.
Press the button underneath the video to go to the.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I see. Vicky Gilmore hit volume 4.
Yeah, yeah, it's in volume 4. It's yeah, like I printed that out, distributed it to a few people, lots of cool bands on there in that volume, like
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I love this. It's so
yeah,
nice
yeah,
to
I
hear.
wish I could get a copy out to you guys. If I can, I will, if the opportunity arises. That's how this thing sort of started, where I would make these zines called 20 Scene, like that's how the website started, at least. I would print out this music editorial, just like basic stuff, right? Like with like airbrushing in the middle and like, you
Yeah.
know, that sort of a thing, and like a little blurb on the band, and then like pictures of all the bands, and then I would distribute them to people in the bands and stuff like that. Like I would go
Yeah, it's cool,
to their
man.
next show and like, you know, give them out. I didn't see you guys a second show, so that's why you guys never got a physical copy. But you know, like
No worries, man. Yeah, I like what you're doing. Definitely don't have any like complaints. I think it's cool to like have local, zines like that are discussing the, what all the bands in the Toronto scene are doing, no matter like how local they are.
yeah, yeah, it's that's what we try to do out here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like glad to have you on here. Glad to chat with you a little bit. And
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, the other guys, they were all just various like things they had to do. So I'm happy to talk to you though. Like this is a good, felt like a pretty good interview.
yeah, awesome, man. So, likewise, yeah, like I enjoyed it, and like definitely, yeah, like everybody look out for the episode of 20 Scene Tube. You know, that's gonna be pretty cool. It's sort of like a variety show where I like talk about the show a little bit in from my perspective, and like you know, throw in like little other, you know, variety sort of clips and like segments and stuff like that just for fun. So yeah, definitely check that out. And yeah, man, much respects. Thanks for
Thank you.
chilling. Yeah, like enjoy your evening, and can't wait to check everything out that you guys are gonna put out, that new music video, all that stuff. Fucking right.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you're really gonna dig it. Thanks again for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Matt Raitt, everybody, and that's it. We're out. Peace, yo.